Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and we are going to make a card today. If you're hopping in, say hi, let me know where you're from. I was very undecided what I was going to use today, and I have to tell you, a half hour ago I finally decided. I picked something from the annual catalog, only because there's a few things in the mini catalog that are out of stock, and instead of, I'm being lazy, I didn't feel like looking up to see what was out of stock, so I figured I would just use what I know is in stock. All right, we are going to get started here. Just have a couple things. Just want to remind everybody that the joining special. Hi, Akiko. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I do too. It's been a while since I played with it, so I figured it was time to pull it out. There's a joining special going on now. It's only until we have 2 weeks left. Not next Tuesday, the following Tuesday. So 2 weeks. The joining special, you can either get $175 of product of your choice for $99, or you can choose the boho blue or the white mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, plus $175 in product. For $129, it ships for free. Stampin' Up! Sends some other like business supplies if you want to make it a business. There is no obligation at all to sell. You can join just to enjoy the discount for yourself. I would love to have you on the team. Just drop me a line, give me a call, and we can talk about getting you signed up. Like I said, this is one of the best ones that Stampin' Up! Has had for a while. Okay, also, Stampin' Up! Has added 9 more celebration items at the $50 level, and one, actually it's a whole bundle, at the $100 level. So if you haven't gotten your orders in, or if there's something else here that you would really like, now is a great time to get the stuff ordered, get your free items. All right. And one other last thing, I used this one last week, this set. Stampin' Up! Is going to be starting in March. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining. They're starting with online exclusive products. And I believe they're going to have it, I think they said like 3 times a year, and you can only get these online. They're not going to be in any catalogs or anything. If you go to my website, creativestampindesigns.com, there is a spot where you can print out the flyer. Just ignore the QR code because nothing will come up right now. But there's the bundle, there's some 6x6 DSP, some these pretty embellishments. There is a embossing folder pack. It's a 3-pack, and they're really nice. I really like it. It's just basics, just like background embossing, and then there's the naturally gilded paper also. So there's also a classic letter stamp set that they're going to have. All that will be available March 1st. Like I said, the flyer is on my blog. If you go there, check it out. All right, let's get started because we've got some scoring and cutting and all that fun stuff to do. All right, I am starting with a panel of thick basic white. I did not do anything so that, hi Pam, thanks for joining. Hi Tara. Thank you for joining. I did not do any scoring, no cutting, nothing. I'm going to do it all live. So this piece is 5.5 by 8 inches. So you cut a 1/2 inch off. And that was only because it makes it easier to measure. All right, so we are going to start by scoring on either side at the 2-inch mark. So just score and then flip and score again. All right, and then I'm going to turn the paper, and I'm going to use the measurements. I don't know if you can see, I'm cutting here. The measurements on this side, because it's just a little bit easier. And I'm going to line it up at the 1 1/4 inch mark. And I'm going to cut from the score line to the score line. So I'm at the, make sure I'm there, 1 1/4. And I'm going to cut from one score line to the other. I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut from score line to score line. So it's the 2 inch to the, it's 2 inches and 6 inches. I just flipped it around, made it easier. Okay. Now we're going to turn it this way again, and we're going to place it at the 3-inch mark. Get the cutting blade out of there, and we are going to score from the 2 cut lines, and we're going to flip it again to the 3-inch mark and score again between the 2 cut lines. Okay, then we're going to move it to the 4-inch mark, which is the center, and we're just going to score the top. So it's from the 4 1/4 and from the 1 1/4. And that's it. So there's lots of score lines and 2 cut lines. Now we're going to fold everything. So these two, you can see it's going to be a gatefold. Okay. And then these, oops, I gotta, because I cut that way, I gotta smooth that out. Okay. These, we're gonna kind of, everything's gonna this one folded, get this one folded, and give a good burnish on these. Make sure I'm on the score line there. I got them all. So it's going to fold up into a gatefold, okay? And then when you open it, you'll have a little center popping out. Now, I guess you could put these that way too, but it won't. No, it's not going to work. You have to have those this way. Sorry. But this little piece will just pop out right there. Okay, and you can, when you put it in the envelope, you can even fold it like this. I think that was, I knew I missed one. There we go. So there you go. That's it. Nice and simple. All right, now we have a lot of adhering to do. So I already pre-cut all these. I wasn't gonna. I just used the Subtle Designer Series paper, and these are 1 1/8 inch by 1 7/8 inch. If I can pick them up. And I didn't do any matting on any of these because, I don't know, it's thick basic white and it's got a lot going on. These there. How is everyone doing today? We've got, hi Jamie, thanks for joining. It is warm here today. We hit near 70. You know, I get up in the morning, it's an automatic thing when I have to bring the dog out. I put my coat on, my scarf, my gloves, and I walk outside, and it was not cold. Kind of caught me a little off guard this morning. And then when I went to work, though, I did not bring my scarf or gloves. I figured I don't really think I need those. This has been an unusual warm winter. I mean, it's mainly been in the 50s. We haven't gotten any snow. I know some of you others have gotten snow, and I know Jamie up in upstate New York, I know you had quite a bit of snow. Nothing. Trying to get these all lined up, sorry. Okay. Alright, so that's the inside. I'm just going to flip it over, give it a good press. And then I'm actually going to do this part now. I have the DSP panels. So when the card is folded, this is what you'll see. Oops. I'm using liquid glue because I need that little extra wiggle room. So then when the card gets folded, do like that, and then when it opens up, you have the little pop. All right. Let me just set that on the side. All right, I have a panel of basic white, and I did have my stamp pad here somewhere. All right, and I'm going to stamp the smaller flower, and I'm stamping it in smoky slate because when I use pastel colors, I like it to be a little more, I don't know, the smoky slate gives it a little softer look. I'm going to give that a second to dry. And actually, while that's drying, I'm going to stamp the sentiment on one of these white panels because I want to make sure, because I'm going to use my Stampin' blend, so I want to make sure that's dry. So we'll just give it a second. And we're going to hope, I forgot to check this beforehand. Actually, I'm going to check it right now. Make sure it's straight. Okay. I think it is. Now let's see if I can get it on here straight. That's pretty good. Close that up for right now. And this one I will put on, I forgot to get my Stampin' seal out, a Blushing Bride. Whoops. Matte. And this is going to be the inside, what pops out. Okay, and actually I could put this on now. It's just going to go right in the center there. So I'll get this part done. Maybe. There you go. All right, we're going to color the flower. And I have a whole bunch of Stampin' blends here, in case you didn't see them. I'm going to go as quick as I can. I don't have any, really no rhyme or reason. I think I've told you that before, of how I color. I usually, wherever, like a lot of the stamp sets are shaded like this one, so wherever it's a little darker, that's where I go over with my dark Stampin' blend, and then the rest I color with my light. Oh, this isn't good. Looks like my mint macaron is starting to dry up a little bit. I know what I'll be ordering. All right, and I'm just going to do the smaller leaves. I'm doing those in the darker just to give a little dimension here. And I think I got them all. And I went with all subtles for my card today. I tend to use a lot more of the subtle color. I do use the brights, but I tend to use the subtles a lot more. Regals I tend to use in the fall and for Christmas. And the neutrals are just, I think most of us use them all the time. And then I'm always using the in colors. But I found I tend to use subtles a lot more often. That's just what I like. Which ones do you guys all like? Do you prefer subtles, brights, the regals? Like I said, neutrals, I think most of us use them all the time. They just they're neutral. Oops, forgot to color my stem. this card really took a turn today because started out I was going to use the Blushing Bride. Oops, I went out of the lines just a little bit. We're going to have to fix that real quick. My original plan was use Blushing Bride and Merry Merlot. And then I pulled this set out and everything just changed. Okay, let's make these blue, and then I'm going to show you something that I do, because as you know, a lot of, and I'm not looking up, I'm going to have to go back, obviously, as I always do, and read comments, because I asked you a question, and now I'm not even looking up to what you answered. Stampin' Up! Does not have every single color in the Stampin' Blends. And there are some that I wanted to make, and I am going to make, the large flower in Blushing Bride. Well, I can't use, because I used water-based ink to stamp, I can't use, I can't watercolor it. So, put all those out of the way right now. Have my Blushing Bride ink. All right, and I'm just going to get a block. I think I might have to put a drop of ink on it. That doesn't look very dark. Hang on. We're just going to put one drop of ink. That should be good, but I'll leave it out just in case. Now you could do it on a block or you could do it in the lid. I have my water painter, but I have specific ones I fill with alcohol. So, got an alcohol marker. Well, kind of. And I am going to color my flower with the alcohol so the ink won't run. And I'll get my Blushing Bride flower like I wanted to. I'm not even sure if I'm in the camera, I'm sorry. If you do, because I know a lot of you know about like squeezing the stamp pads together and then taking it from the lid. If you use alcohol in your marker, in your water painter, make sure to clean it before you close it, because otherwise you're going to have alcohol in with your water-based ink. So you want to make sure you clean it. But I do this a lot, that if there's a Stampin' Blend color we don't have, or if my Stampin' Blend, like my Mint Macaron, is running out, and I want to use that color, I always have this one filled, and I keep it in a separate spot. I have it filled with alcohol. And then you can color just like you would with the markers. And the alcohol dries really quick. And we're just going to set this to the side because I'm probably going to need it again. There. Just going to give that a second to dry, and I had all my dies sitting out here. Oh, there. Okay. So we're just going to die cut the flower. I did die cut some other pieces. I wasn't sure what I was going to use today. Like I said, this card came together a half hour ago because it took a complete turn from what I wanted. All right, I'm just going to go over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to cut this out. there we have it. And I have my Blushing Bride flower just like I wanted. All right, so this, originally this was going to go in here, but it extended and I wasn't sure if it was going to open and close properly, so it moved its way to the front because I figured if it overlaps a little bit, that's okay. Actually, I'm going to make it overlap. I'm going to put a piece of ribbon underneath. I think we're going to go with, I had all different ribbon out. I had, because there's blue, I had the balmy blue ribbon, I have the organdy ribbon, and I had another piece. Oh, and I had this piece also. And I wasn't sure what I was going to use, which one. This one here, when I put it on, it looked, I didn't like, okay, the stripes and the plaids was getting me. And then after seeing it all together, I decided we can't get this open. After seeing it all together, I decided just the plain organdy ribbon would look, just to give it a little sparkle. There we go. Guess I should have opened this before too. Come on. The alcohol marker, the alcohol Akiko works great, and you can use it with any color. Alright, we're just going to give this a little trim. Alright, we're going to just get an idea. Like I said, ribbon wants to pop open. Once the card is in the envelope for a little bit, yep, we'll put it right like that, it will stay closed better. I don't know why it's not. Maybe I didn't burnish it enough. It's popping open on me. It'll stay closed. Trust me. It really will. I lost my Stampin' seal again. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're just going to put a little bit. Oh, come on. Okay, like that. And then we will put the ribbon. And I thought about doing a belly band, but then I changed my mind on that too. Told you I changed my mind quite a bit on this card today. Okay. And I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. But I don't want to put any over here. I only want to put them mainly, I did have those out too, and they're there. I'm going to mainly put it where the ribbon is. I'm going to put one right in between. Because you don't want it, you want to be careful. Because it can get, actually with this ribbon it won't be too bad, but it can get bulky. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm cheating today. So we're going to have this, and I'm just going to kind of put the dimensionals underneath because I think it'll be easier for me. Get one over here. There. So when you fold it, you just have to remember to fold the one side in. All right, now I cut out a bunch of these just to kind of slip them under a little. So we're just going to use a little liquid glue. We're just just going to put a couple just underneath, just dropping things today a little bit. Just putting it on the back of the leaves and just slipping them under. Luckily, I didn't put many dimensionals, so it makes it easier. And again, if it overlaps, it's okay. Just fold the one side in first. There you go. That's really all there is to it. I'm not going to put this one on. And then I do have a panel for the back so that you have a place to write, because you really don't have any place to write. So we're just going to adhere this on the back. I'm not even going to put anything on it, any sentiment or anything. You can, if you want to put a happy birthday or whatever, or thinking of you, or, but it gives just a tiny bit of room that you can write just a little note. I may even decorate it a little bit. I'm going to get this right in the middle there. So again, just so you have an extra little spot to decorate or to put a note. All right, let me do the envelope real quick, because I'm going over. I like to stick to a half hour. I'm not going to color the flower again. I'll do that. I'll do that after I'm done. I'm just going to put that on the front. This right like that. Give it a quick trim. And I might decorate a little more. I do have embellishments to put on it. But I wanted mainly to show you how to do the fold. Which, like I said, it's just a matter of getting the score lines right. So I will put a template on my blog so you know where to score and where to cut. Everything will be on my blog on Friday around 8 o'clock, creativestampindesigns.com. And there'll be a link to the Facebook video and my YouTube video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, it's creativestampindesigns.com, or you can reach me at creativestampindesigns@gmail.com. If you are interested in joining, please give me a call, send me a email. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. I'm planning on going live next Wednesday, but it is March 1st and I have to be at work. Now, if all goes well with my bills, I can go live, no problem. If there's a problem, I will post that I'm stuck at work still. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed that I'll be out on time. All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope to see you next week. And if I'm stuck at work next week, then definitely the week after. All right. Have a great week. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.